myself for 5 minutes of questions. Ms. Gretzler, the research that was quoted earlier suggests that 1 out of every 2 college graduates in the United States is employed in a job that does not require a degree. With that, is it fair to say that the post-education, post-secondary education system is not meeting students' needs?
I think in many instances it is not, and that's due to this massive amount of subsidies that are pushing too many people into college 4-year degrees and also graduate degrees, but also a lack of awareness about what is the outcome of those degrees. And that's why I think it's been a good thing that Congress has instituted those restrictions so that funding are not going to go to programs that don't produce an outcome of earnings that are higher than a high school graduate. And that's exactly what we need more of, is more of these market-based solutions, but we're lacking that with the enormous amount of federal money that is in higher education.
When I hear the testimony of Dr. Hershey about what's happening in Reed Springs, it seems promising that they're figuring out how to meet the needs of the community. Is that rare? Is that happening across the country, or is this rare?
It's fortunate that we're seeing more of it happening, but this is a recent uptake, and I think that hopefully we will continue to see more and more of that. But that's really where students are getting the education while being paid that is leading to the same or higher level earnings as they would get from a college degree, and yet they're coming out without mountains of debt. And so hopefully we will continue to see more of that.
Thank you. Mr. Dillender, when it comes to your industry, I really was intrigued by learning about your TAP program, the Technician Apprenticeship Program. So my question is, without a program like that, many young people feel compelled to take out loans and pursue a 4-year degree during a crucially formative time in their life. Could you speak to the transformative effect that the TAP program has on helping people achieve their milestones for apprenticeships?
So I think what I've witnessed and what I've seen at many of the graduations, if you're thinking specifically about the apprentice and kind of the opportunities as they graduate, that kind of promotes and number of stories of obviously the first homes, first cars, those things being purchased, and really having an opportunity to support their families very, very differently. So that's one of the key things that we see as a result of this, just as you look at the families and you spend time with them and understand the impact, that you've made with them.
Thank you. Dr. Hershey, how has the Table Rock Career Center's newer programs helped students to flourish?
It's been significant. Getting our kids to begin at a young age to understand their workforce, what those options are. We're really shifting the narrative in Southwest Missouri around workforce, entering the workforce rather than just focusing on a college career path. And so we're seeing kids that are making really having really strong experiences at a young age where
Are you seeing that they're excited to come to school or go into
you can
these
take
programs?
a kid that maybe is in a classroom prior to having this workforce connection, and they're just not seeing relevance to the work that they're doing. And then as soon as they get into an internship or they're at our career center in one of these trades, the light just ignites. And so we see a drastic shift in engagement. And that's why these kids, once they leave our career center, they're going off and entering to the field because they found a passion.
And would you say, so you kind of integrate with the business needs of the community, would it be fair to say that you both enhance the outcomes for the students, but also are providing value to the local community?
Absolutely. Our local Chamber of Commerce is a significant partner for us, and so we are creating a workforce path for our own local community. Many of our students are going off to pursue other career paths, but then coming back into our local economy. So it's really starting to gain a lot of momentum, the work that we're doing with them.
What kind of feedback do you generally get from the employers about these students?
It's absolutely amazing. We're actually adding more and more employers because the word of mouth spreads within our community. And so we actually have so many employers that are wanting interns that we're trying to just find placement for them. And so they're kind of biting at the bit,
Wow.
just waiting to get a student placed in their employer, in their business.
That's fantastic. Thank you. And I yield back the remainder of my time.